Hey girlfriends, and welcome back. So in today's video I partnered up with West Kiss Hair from Aliexpress to show you guys how to make a lace frontal wig. So for this unit I grabbed a 16-inch frontal, 18, 20, and 22-inch bundles of their body wave hair. In your box you'll find an instruction manual as well as an array of all of their products. You'll also find the usual, some lashes that match with the packaging perfectly. Everything came pink, which you guys know is my favorite color, so I adored this packaging. Here are what the bundles look like. The texture looks extremely body wave. It's a nice loose body wave and it has a nice natural luster to it. All of the bundles looked extremely thin inside the package, but once you take it out, it's super thick hair. It did have a bit of an odor to it, but I'll show you guys exactly how I got the odor out. But first things first, we're going to make everything look super natural. So we're going to start off with this frontal and begin bleaching out the knots on this frontal. I'm using the standard BW2 powder and I just mixed it up with 40 volume developer. I let that lift for a bit and then I went in with my Sexy Hair Moringa Oil and Biotin shampoo and conditioner. This shampoo and conditioner is great for extensions and getting out that strong chemical odor that is featured on a lot of these AliExpress bundles. Now that we've customized the lace frontal to look more so like our skin tone, we can go ahead and start prepping for customization or plucking. I'm just using these hairpins as well as a foam mannequin to place this frontal by itself on. I like to use the white mannequin so that I'm able to see the scalp really nice and clean. As you guys saw before, this frontal did come with some baby hairs. They're pretty long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut those a little bit shorter towards the end of this video. But I'm just going in and plucking out that hairline. The hairline was extremely dense, so it did take a lot of work to customize this hairline. Our natural hairline is not straight across like this. It's not super dense, so you want to customize it to your liking or to your own hairline. I have a lot of more thinner hairs towards the front of my hairline, especially on my temples. My temples kind of recede backwards, so you guys will see that I'll be customizing it based on that. As far as the baby hairs and seeing how I'm doing as far as customizing, I'm using a little bit of mousse, that's pretty much it, and a little mini toothbrush for my edges just to see exactly where the hair is laying so far. I'm grabbing a needle and thread as well as a wig cap. I found this in an extra large, guys, so this wig actually fits me perfectly now. I placed the frontal onto the wig cap and pinned it into place, braided the hair down so that I'm able to stitch around this without grabbing or snagging onto any of the actual hairs. And I'm just going to go ahead and thread my needle and pull it through the frontal first, then through the cap. I pretty much secured the frontal to the cap itself about 3 different times, knotting and going through the entire loop each and every time. With each and every stitch I'm going through the loop and I am stitching pretty close to each other. Stitching close to each other when it comes down to stitching down your frontal will allow it to lay super flat and not have a whole bunch of bulkiness, folds, or lumps in the frontal. So that step is complete, and as you guys can see, my frontal is pretty much laid down nice and flat. Now as far as stitching in my bundles, I started off with the longest length first, which was my 22-inch. The 22-inch I decided to double because this is a frontal. I wanted to be able to fit all of my bundles into this unit. I chose extremely long hair, so I did not want it to end up being super thin. So I pretty much doubled the 22, then I went in with the 20 and doubled that as well. And then the last bundle that I had to put in was the 18-inch, and that one was single stitched. I did a single weft with that one. I did not cut my wefts, I did the flip over method, but I made sure to secure the ends where it meets the frontal itself super tight so I don't have any bulkiness in my wig. Now I'm just going to go ahead and customize my hairline for my frontal. It's a little bit big for me, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut around the ears. I pretty much clipped where my tip of my ear is to help me to figure out where my sideburns will lay and where I should be cutting off the ear. I I pretty much just parted around my ear and took the wig off and cut out the shape of my ear so that the frontal lays right around my ear instead of on top of my ear. Now here are the baby hairs that it came with. You guys can see it's like a medium, like awkward length, so I just cut them pretty short, just like my own natural hairline looks. And as you guys can see, I'm pulling out the temples of this wig to pretty much recede them backwards, just like my natural hairline is. I'm going to thin out that hairline behind it. I'm just pulling off a small slither of hair, and then I just go in with the tweezers and pluck those hairs out. And as you guys can see, it's already starting to thin out. It looks more natural. It's not as dense. So now we can go ahead and pop this wig on. It's pretty much ready to go. I popped on an elastic band in the back. I did not have black, y'all. That's why I got the white. Not my first preference, but it's all I could find. I did the elastic band method to secure my wig so that I wouldn't have to use any got to be glued or anything harsh on my edges, and I just used some mousse to lay down the baby hairs. You could go a step further and add in some Eco Styler gel or some got to be glue to really secure this wig, but I just wanted to show you guys how it came out so far. I didn't really style it much yet, but this is what I came up with for my frontal wig. Like I said, I'm using a 16-inch frontal, 3 bundles of 18, 20, and 22 of the West Kiss Hair body wave hair. This is Brazilian hair, and as you guys can see, the knots look super natural, and this wig to me is one of my favorites. So I'm just showing you guys what you guys can do with a frontal. It's a lot more versatile than a closure wig. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and be sure to stick around for more styling videos with this hair. Please be sure to check out West Kiss Hair in the description box below, and check out these other videos if you'd like some more videos to watch. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.